Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. If you need legal help, there's nothing scarier in the world. Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill can help give you some peace of mind. Give them a call, and they can help you with workers' comp cases, with personal injury cases, with criminal defense, family law, whatever type of law need you have. Call the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. All right, back with one last segment with Mike Keith, the play-by-play man, the director of broadcasting for the Tennessee Titans. 10 to 15 years ago, NASCAR was booming. It was going in the right direction. Everything was great. They were getting all these new fans. They were broadening their base. Now, not so much. 50 years ago, baseball was king. Nothing would ever topple baseball. You go back 100 years, it was boxing and horse racing. Now you look at football. You've got the concussion stuff. That is a big issue. You look around the country and numbers of kids playing Little League and high school football. The numbers are dropping. You got spread offenses that are making it a little tougher on coaches because you're having to coach some guys up a little bit more than you would have when they were coming out of college and running normal pro set offenses. So my question is the sport of football in trouble long term in any way? Because right now there are more things kind of working against football in some of these areas than we've seen in a long time. You're growing.
More than Teddy Roosevelt 110 years ago.
More than Teddy 110 years ago.
When he tried to kill the sport.
Yep.
More than a knee injury 50 years ago that automatically ended your career. More than 30 years ago when they wouldn't give us water at football practice. And
nor should they.
It's a wonder that more people didn't die. I think the evolution, concussions aren't new. The fact that we realize that there are concussions and that we're doing something about it and that we're teaching tackling in a different way, that's all new. I think, if anything, we're improving in that way. And the fact that we have chosen not to ignore it has trickled all the way down. My son, 8th grader, 2 years ago, concussion, certified athletic trainer there, 15-minute checkout, says, Mr. and Mrs. Keith, your son has a concussion, take him to the hospital. Concussion protocol, he can't play for a week. When I played, John, how many fingers you holding up?
Yeah. Get back in there.
Go back in there, Mike. I played games where I know I had concussion. So I think in many ways we're better. The publicity is different, but I think we're better.
And that's the question. Do you think that, let's spin it, do you think that the negative pub is a bigger challenge for the NFL than ever before?
Yes. I think that's a challenge. It's why the commissioner has appointed someone directly in charge of this that's going to continue to make changes. And I think they're doing better with what they did with the former players. I think we're a leader in that with equipment and different treatments and that ways that we teach the game, as I mentioned earlier. I think it's a big deal.
You looking forward to this season?
I am. We're going to be a lot better. And I'm looking forward to seeing Mariota. I'm thrilled for the excitement that our fans have right now. And the NFL, it really is, what happens this week, any given Sunday. And that's the most fun part of it.
Do you feel that this year is going to be the start of something? I mean, do you feel?
I think we're already in the start of something. And so, I think the season is certainly going to carry over in that way for us. I think we're beginning an era that we'll look back and we'll say this is a special time in the history of the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, very good. Mike Keith, good to see you, buddy.
Congratulations on all your success, John Pennington.
It's all
proud of you.
We built it on your back, baby, so thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks to Mike Keith for joining us. Thanks to John Wilkerson for joining us earlier. Thanks to all our sponsors. And, of course, once again, as always, as I say every week, thanks to you. I mentioned we're coming up on our 600th episode. And as we talked about in that first segment, this market has such a unique connection to sports shows and sports folks in this market. And it means a lot to the people on this side of the camera, this side of the microphone. So thank you very much. We will see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on WATE 6 for the Sports Source. See you next week.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.